Hello, everyone. So you're building this gigafactory, right? It's not completely built yet, but a big chunk of it is up and running. It's a really big thing. When it's done, the gigafactory will have the biggest footprint of any building in the world, not just factories. It will be the biggest building of any kind. I don't think this is scale for scale's sake. If you say, we want to reach these goals, then you kind of have to make a big thing. So now you have this big thing, this huge building that's going to make batteries. The batteries it's going to make are lithium. We're going to have an opening party soon. Well, it's not really an opening party because it's been running for a while, and you guys might want to come. Just this is crazy. No, this is like an alien dread, and it's really nutty because I love a battery party. But yeah, I'm right. But talk about where it's are these lithium-ion batteries? Sure, so they're the same batteries that's in our phone. No, they're not. Explain, please explain. Yeah, so lithium. Have you made a battery breakthrough? Is something I'm interested in. And yeah, generally, there's so much nonsense out there about batteries, like about you can believe about 1% of what you read on money. Maybe on lithium-ion covers a very broad range of technologies, and you can have an enormous difference in the power density and the energy density and the cycle life, between one chemistry and another. They can be really enormously different, from legal battles to compensation plans and everything in between. We got a front row seat to the drama that's been unfolding, so grab your popcorn and get ready for a roller coaster ride of insights and revelations. Are you ready to dive deep into the electrifying world of Tesla TLA? Hold on tight, because we're about to take you on an exciting journey through the ups and downs of recent events involving Elon Musk and the electric powerhouse Tesla. But before we get into the juicy details, folks, we'd like to ask you to show your support by hitting the like button and subscribing to Tesla Stock News. Different sources say Tesla is going to increase the number of batteries it makes in Nevada. To do this, they will use idle equipment from cattle farms in China to build a new plant. This factory will be fully run by Tesla, and the company will pay for everything. The staff will only have a small role, mostly helping to set up the equipment. The new plant will make batteries for Tesla's large battery MEAP pack product. This is part of a larger plan to strengthen the supply chain for lithium-ion and phosphate cells in the United States. This move also suggests that Tesla may get battery credits directly from the government. This news seems good for Tesla because it means more batteries being made, but some experts say to be skeptical because the report's source isn't clear. If Tesla does get these new cells, they might be able to use them in cars, which would unlock the $7,500 credit that is currently not available for the Model 3. One interesting question is whether Tesla plans to build another mega factory, or if they are having trouble with battery issues in their current LR facility, which only works at 50% capacity. If this is the case, the idea of a Tesla catalyst factory might be more in line with their vehicle business, letting them get the $7,500 instant rebate and lowering the cost of their vehicles in the long run. News about a lawsuit against Tesla by 25 California counties says the company messed up with hazardous waste at its sites across the state. The counties want Tesla to pay fines. California's hazardous waste management rule has a maximum fine of $70,000 per violation per day. This probably won't have a big effect on Tesla's finances, but it's still important to keep an eye on what's going on. Now for some good things new on Tesla stock. Tesla has been buying its own shares regularly, which has helped it move back up to second place in Cathie Wood's biggest fund. Additionally, Tesla recently launched in Chile, letting customers order either the Model 3 or the Model Y. In the meantime, a public poll shows that 87% of respondents want Tesla to change its state of the incorporation to Texas, which is where its physical headquarters are located. This shows Elon Musk's strong commitment to the company's future. In other news, Tesla has launched the Model Y Hardware 4.0 in China, keeping prices the same. There is also a cash discount on merchandise Model Ys, and interest rates are very low, which is very appealing. This move might not be related to an upcoming refresh of the Model Y, but rather to a common practice of offering discounts near the end of the quarter. Also, deliveries of the refreshed Model 3 have started in the US, and several European countries, such as Spain and Norway, are reporting strong delivery numbers. While Tasha talked about the big steps forward in AI and autonomous driving, she said that self-driving cars seem to be safer than human-driven cars in tricky situations. They often choose to disengage FSD, especially when driving with passengers, because one has a problem with sudden disengagements. They hope that FSD2 will provide smoother transitions, maybe with gentle warnings. Now, according to Anto, early entrants into the robot taxi market, with Tesla leading the way, stand to gain a lot. The numbers may seem crazy, but robot taxis could generate a huge $28 trillion in enterprise value by 2030. Moving on to charging times, good news for Tesla stock investors. Over the past 5 years, charging times for a 200-mile range have dropped from 40 minutes to just 12 minutes, and there's hope that this could drop even more to in 5 years. It will only take 4 minutes. Based on Tesla's data, this improvement in fast charging is a good sign for the widespread use of electric vehicles. As they get ready to start their robot taxi service, having access to 50 times more driving data than some competitors and 2,180 times more than others gives them a big advantage. As the number of electric vehicles on the road grows, traditional automakers may have to restructure and merge in order to stay competitive. It's looking more and more likely that these companies will have to make big changes to adapt to the changing automotive landscape. In other news, the Federal Reserve's decision to keep interest rates the same has caused some concern. They had previously hinted at a possible rate hike, but now they're taking a more balanced approach to future plans. There is now talk that rate cuts might not happen until May or June, and the chances of one happening in March have dropped from 60% to 45%. Also, the removal of a statement about the soundness and resilience of the U.S. banking system has raised some eyebrows, especially since a bank stock recently dropped sharply by 32% or 43% at its lowest point in one day. This situation will be closely watched for any possible systemic effects that Elon Musk's pay might have. Gary thinks there are ways to fix the problem, such as going back and reapproving things and getting stock approvals. Some people think Elon shouldn't have a direct say in making his own compensation plan. Tesla can also appeal the judge's decision to the Supreme Court, pointing out that the judge may have ignored past decisions. It's important to remember that the Delaware Supreme Court has always taken a separate and often independent stance. There's no guarantee that shareholders would automatically get a 2018 pay package given the present situation. However, some argue in favor of approving it to show continued support for Elon. The concern here is that if Elon ever doubts the support of shareholders, it could make him less motivated to reach the goals set out in the compensation plan. This uncertainty could possibly slow down progress. Right now, let's talk about the legal side of this case. Some people think that the judge's decision may have been influenced by politics. Before becoming head of the Delaware Chancellor Court, the judge who ruled against Elon worked at a Delaware law firm called Kono. Interestingly, this firm and its employees have given a lot of money to President Joe Biden over the years. This is where things get interesting. In 2016, Hunter Biden held a campaign event at Kono for Congressman John Carney. Joe Biden, who was vice president at the time, spoke as a guest. Later, John Carney became governor and put forward McCormack, a partner at Kono, for the position of judge on the Delaware Chancery Court. But there's more. In a March 2018 email, Hunter Biden said he knew every judge on the Delaware Chancery Court and threatened legal action against his Chinese business partners. He even talked about bringing a suit in the Chancery Court, which added fuel to the fire after Elon Musk bought Twitter and his goal of restoring free speech. President Biden asked for a federal investigation into Musk, and as a result, the Biden Department of Justice, the Securities and Exchange Commission, and the Federal Trade Commission all started legal actions and investigations against Musk, Tesla, and SpaceX. This recent decision by the judge was connected to Biden's biggest donors and was